All right. What's up? Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Let's start off with. Give me 1 second. Let's start off with a like, subscribe, share the stream with a friend. Come on, y'all. I know we can do it. I know we can get there. We getting to 1,000 subscribers. Anybody that's new, throw your tickers in the chat. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Throw your questions, tickers in the chat. What are you watching this week? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover some charts. We're going to get prepared for the day because today is Friday, non-farm payroll. We're going to go through some of the news, upgrades, downgrades, all that fun stuff. Come on, man. Let's do this. All right. I just want to see that everything is working. Yesterday the stream was on all day. Like the camera was working all day. So bro. These are all the things that it's got to be done. It's over 20%. It's somewhere between. We don't know billionaires per se, but we know the latest read on the top 400 taxpayers, who were hundreds of millions of dollars in income, mostly billionaires, paid 23%. So it's somewhere in the 20s.
The idea of doing unrealized gains, I know we do property tax and things like that, but it's not the same. It's not the same for business.
And we do the estate tax. The estate tax is
but it's not. It's a
much bigger scale.
You know what? We'll need all those 80,000 new IRS agents.
Let me see. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I think that this is connecting to my phone, and I don't want that. All right, because my AirPods were on the charger. My AirPods were on the charger for a while yesterday. Settings. I hate that it's. I'm gonna get myself a new phone. Okay, it's not connected. Why are we not connecting? Dude.
She is former senator of North Dakota, who's now director of the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics and a CNBC contributor. Also, Mark Shore.
Okay, if you guys could, do me a solid, throw some tickers in the chat that we can cover. I don't care what it is, whatever it is you're looking at. Bro, let's go. Just want to make sure that it's not connecting. I don't understand what is going on here. This should not take me this long to connect to my AirPods.
Was it too partisan? I think there should be a lot more focus on the substance, because I think that the proposals he lays out would be crushing to middle class America. Whether or not it's significant tax increases on corporate America, whether or not it's the regulatory burden he proposes. I think there's challenges when he proposes, let's have a price control on all pharmaceuticals. At the same time, he's saying, I want to defeat cancer. Well, the pharmaceutical companies and the ingenuity it's going to need there, instead what you can do is you're going to...
I apologize. I don't know what and why she's not connecting to my AirPods. You just, guys, give me 1 second. You guys can't see it, but I'm doing it on... I guess I'm just going to have to move on and not worry about it. There we go. Holy cow. Holy cow.
What did you think about the policy proposals that were laid out?
Okay, we're good. All right, gang. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. I hope you guys got some sleep. I hope you guys made fun of Joe a little bit before you went to bed about all the nonsense and all the lies they tell you and how he reiterates and contradicts himself throughout his statements. All right. I was going ham on Twitter. I had to delete a little bit. I said I may have crossed the line a little bit with doing too much. I was doing a little too much yesterday, but what you gonna do, right? Just try and get my name out there. Maybe like poke some feelings a little bit. Sorry for slurping on the coffee. Guys, hit the like button right goddamn now. Subscribe. Just so you know, if you are subscribed, 1,000 subscribers, as soon as we get there, doing a giveaway, you're involved. Whether you like it or not. You don't want it? Okay, cool. Give it to someone else, or I'll give it to someone else. Tickers in the chat. Questions in the chat. I'm Justin. Been trading for 10 years. Sorry for starting to stream off this way. But, you know, there's a lot. Alright. So, we're good, right? Everything is gravy. You guys can hear me. You guys can hear me correctly, right? So, yesterday, you had Costco earnings. We'll cover that. We'll cover the markets. We're going to cover, obviously, non-farm payrolls. 2 green trades yesterday. Rivian. Really nice trade yesterday, guys. We said yesterday, and I had a feeling I should have held this thing, but this thing, yo, these market makers shook you out of this trade. Now, this level at $12 on Rivian is where we were like, yo, we break through this thing, and we did, and we get it on an increase in volume. It's on. It's on. And guess what? It was on. All right, you could have gotten, I don't know, anywhere from 20, 30, 40, 50% to 150, maybe 200. I don't know where it closed at the end of the day. But you could have, I know that you could have gotten a little over 100% on this trade if you held it through this move. And I mean, that was it. They weren't scared of the level. That's it. Were buyers going to be able to break 12? Now, why is 12 relevant? Because 12 was a major support level that was broken. All right? This was broken right there. That was the level, that pivot low right there. Now, where's our next level? Technically, the new level is up here.
I think it was really appealing far more to the left of their party and trying to rally the base back to them.
Yeah, Mark, just going back,
I just want to remove all these junk lines that don't need to be there. All right, what I'm going to do is, and I got to make sure that you guys can see this too. Comment, let me know, how are you doing today? What are your goals? I want to know, what are some of your goals today? What are some of the news trends that you see? I know I'm starting right off with Rivian. Let me throw up the live chat. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm doing great today. We Fridays have been really good to us. We'll see if they're good again. See, we know that because we do our work and we analyze what days were good, what days were not. We go back over our trades. So, first level. This is a major level. Alright, it's like, I'm gonna call it,
Over 75% of our annual budget on mandatory spending and the interest in our debt, and there's no conversation whatsoever to say what we're going to do to protect those programs, and we're cut any sort of spending.
last quick word to Heidi. We're almost out of time.
The one thing I want to say about Joe Biden solidifying his base and the Nikki Haley voters, he hit the abortion issue very hard, and he believes that's where Nikki Haley voters will come back.
Okay,
and
let's see here.
Voters will vote Democratic.
Let's see here.
We'll wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame.
In America who thinks
It is a
we solve
shame.
this
No women, no person, no one should have their rights taken away. And that's the thing with the State of the Union yesterday. He says in one hand, I want to save your rights.
wait and see to see how
Gun control, ban AI voices. Like, you so fucking dumb if you think the people don't, you know, and it's so funny to watch people. Oh, my son's finally gonna vote. He got all riled up over a little bit of theater. We watched this movie called State of the Union. I'm like, oh shit. Just do yourself a favor, or do the world a favor, and please just vote for somebody that's not going to just think that they can throw money at war and think that that's going to solve everything. All right, anyway, I'm just going to just tell y'all straight up like this. All right, this is the level I'm watching. All right, you have a clear resistance level up here at like 16 bucks. All right, 16 bucks on Rivian. We'll see what happens today. All right, you obviously need to pull back. Watch for that 20-day moving average right there. Okay, keep an eye on that thing. That's what I'll be watching. I'm going to be watching Rivian today. I will be watching it to see what, you know, if it has an extension today. If not, you know, what, you know, I'm going to be watching it. So, Let me make this darker. I don't know what color I used, but I guess it would be that one. Okay. All right, let's go to the S&P 500 real quick. So we had a nice breakout day yesterday. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. The S&Ps broke out roughly from the gap up. All right, you gapped up over 8 points from that low. All right, you don't believe me? Just watch. Don't believe me? Just watch. Look at that. 508, you ran it all the way up to 516, a straight $8 move. Now what happens today? What happens today? So we watched for yesterday's high. That's where I'm going to be keeping my eye on. Yesterday's high. All right, 516, 515.85. All right. Still, I am still watching 507. That's your middleman. If you're above it, you're bullish. All right. Now, question is, this is another double bottom. Here's the thing I want you guys to realize. When you get a bull market like you have, where nobody is long, you are just going to get these pullback consolidation days where it doesn't really do anything and then pull out, just marches higher. Because that is the signature of a bull market and a bear market ending. And because you're getting a ton of capital getting put to work, and these institutions are buyers. They're net buyers. Boom, when it consolidates, when you least expect it, boom, run it up 8 points. I gotta throw up the whatchamacallit real quick. My scanner. So
reporting a loss of $4.8 million. Oscar Charlie Uniform Papa, CRMT, America's Car.
we're gonna watch.
Loss of
This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Monday's pivot high. Watch Monday's pivot high here.
The estimate was a loss of 65 cents.
All right, we're gonna watch that level, and we're gonna watch this range. All right, this box.
OBID, OBID with the business update.
Let's see, where can we go, man? I would love another pullback. I think we need another pullback. These are the two levels today that I'm gonna watch. All right, and we're right here, 514. All right, 514.
On revenue of 141,000.
Let me take this back real quick. So, right, again, yesterday's pivot high. If you guys aren't writing this down, I don't know what you're doing.
The estimate was a loss of 5 cents.
Okay, so the S&Ps. Let's see if we can get a pullback down into 512. All right. See if we get a pullback into 512. Now, if things are like really bad, you got to understand, how's the market going to take non-farm payrolls? That's the question we need to ask. How is the market going to take non-farm payroll? Okay, that's the question. All right, is it, if we get a crazy number, does it help the market? Or I'm sorry, does, like, if the number is like crazy high, which we know it's not going to be, it's going to be up a little bit, so the market may like it. And I think that's why they rallied yesterday. Whether or not because of the snowstorm that we have, but we know the trajectory. All right, so let's do this. Let's go here. So I'm going to watch yesterday's pivot high just to see if we get another test into that area. Not saying we will, but it's a level for me that's going to be on watch. All right, it's a level that's going to be on watch for me. 512. All right, 512. Because you guys can see why, right? It was previous pivot high. There was like a double top there. I still think we need to pull back in there and give that thing a test. I think we need to give it a test. I do. I really do. All right. Believe it or not. So that's the S&P. Yesterday's pivot high. up at 516. You had the support level here from yesterday's close, 514, right around yesterday's close. Do you pull back further into 512 and get that previous pivot high? It's not a pivot high, but it's like that base, right? This base here. And make this, solidify this as support. Write this stuff down, because the stocks that you're going to watch and that we're going to cover are going to be doing the same thing. Do you pull back to this area? This would be the area I would look for. 512. Oh, wait, we already talked about 512. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, yeah, 512. 512. All right, watch. 513, 512 to the downside for them to hold to be a buyer. If you think you can get this continuation to the upside. I don't know if we do. Yesterday's move was practically, I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that as much as I want to. We opened up at 513, 14, 15, 16. That's a nice $3 upside move. Everything was done pre-market. Okay? Everything was done pre-market. So it's like, all right. Let's just see where the sellers step back in at, if they do. That's what I'm watching. Do we pull back into 513, 512, look to see if we hold, grab the long for an extension through 516. My price target's around 530 on the S&Ps. I've told you guys that now for a while. Let's go to the Qs. I want to hurry up because I want to go through all the news and stuff like that. Please, I urge you guys, if you're new, ask a question if you have one. Throw some stocks in the chat for me. Say hello. Tell me that the stream is gay. I don't care. Something. Just help me out a little bit here. All right? And I need to make sure that you guys can see everything that it is that I'm doing here. So that, things don't get lost. Just so that you guys can see it. That's all. All right. Qs. QQQ. Let's go right into it. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Same thing, right? For the most part, it's kind of the same thing, but you have this flat top resistance I would be watching here on the Qs.
PBM, science, biomedical, spiking again.
So, if you notice something, I want you guys to take notice of something. All right? What has the SPY done that the Qs have not done technically? The Qs have technically not broken out to a new high. Give me a 15-minute chart, 30-minute, it doesn't matter. Whatever looks better for you guys. That looks like a massive, massive double top. But you have some volume to the buy side that I don't think will, that you can... I don't think that that'll be a double top. It could be. Man, it depends on what time frame. Because look at the 15-minute chart. Yo, that's crazy. You have a massive double top here, guys. You have a massive double top. Massive double top. That's crazy. Be prepared. Alright, so the first level I'm going to watch on the Qs, right there, 446. 446. Alright, that's where it's going to start getting a little... It's going to start, like, deciding... That's your deciding factor. As in when the markets are going to start making up their mind. All right, how do we shake them out of the short? How do we shake them out of the short? All right, I want to see a breakout. All right, this is crazy, yo. Seriously, that's crazy. So I'm gonna put a box here. Gonna put my little box. Put my little box right here. You don't mind, do you? You don't mind if I put my little box right here, do you? All right, bet. All right, 446, 446.50 area. That's our short. If we get it, All right, now watch out because this level right here is your monthly value area high or monthly value area of the month, 445. There's a little level there. All right, and then you really come down to 432, it looks like. Sorry, guys. Let me start doing that for you. All right. Can you guys see this okay? I'm just wondering. I just want to make sure everybody can see it okay. Damn, that level right there is a serious pivot low level. Is that okay? So it is. You know, honestly, I think we have some downside coming today. I'm gonna look for this previous pullback to take back yesterday. Let's see if we start to try and take back. I don't know actually. Hold up. I don't know about that actually. I think today we break through this, or we could potentially. Nope. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think it's all going to depend on the data. All right. So QQQ. Watch. You have a little area here at 444, but really the bigger pullback is down there at 442, and you have a little area here that is a little bit of support at 443. I'm going to keep this because this is going to be my range. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dotted line at 443. Okay? And then this little area right here.
And consensus is only 9%. But guess what? If she doesn't get a 10% return, double-digit return.
Yes, we have that. So 445. I think it's just about every dollar for the most part. 444, 443. That's where you want to look to get short if we get that opportunity, guys. What do you guys see right now? What do you guys see that's happening right now? It's trying to start turning that pivot, that support level, this pivot low area that got balled up yesterday where they held it up, and now you have some sellers stepping in and trying to turn that into resistance. All right. All right. So that's that. So that's the SPY. That's the Qs. Beautiful, beautiful setups today. Watch for these same setups as we get into the day and the names that we look at. All right. This sucks because I need to flip my book and I don't want to forget any of the names that I have written down. What I could do is this. I'm going to move my keyboard. Give me 1 second. Guys, if you could, please do me a solid. I need y'all right now. If you could, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Throw some tickers in the chat. And yeah, that would help us. So, as we said, look for that pivot high yesterday. Again, you remember, this is looking like a massive double top. Pre-market hours, the RSI, MACDs have pulled back, which could probably give you that extension. Without pre-market, they're a bit higher, especially the RSI. It was oversold yesterday. All right, so SPY, I got to write this down. Even though I already know. Let me write down the Qs. I'm going to do the Qs real quick first. It's very easy. Very, very easy, guys. But listen, I need you guys to know that's a massive double top there. Massive double top. Look at that. Bang, bang. What a double top. What a double top. Boom, 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 boom. Again, watch that area. It doesn't mean anything, but it's trying to turn that support level where they held it up at yesterday afternoon. They broke it. They're trying to turn it into resistance now. So the Qs, we are watching 446. Resistance. All right, and we're looking for a pullback. I personally would I would like to get a 441 pullback, but that pivot low from yesterday. Where am I at? Sorry, guys. All right, you guys can see here, 443. Really, it's like you have this. You have that level right there. Dude, that's a massive double top. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm going to keep it at that. All right. 443 support. 442. All right, 442. 442. You have a gap here too. Just so you guys understand. this gap at 443.75. If I take you in, let me, can you guys see this? Or no, you guys can't see it, can you? Alright, let me bring this over for you. Can you guys see that? I know it's a little hard, but you see this gap here? And then that gap, look, I'm just going to put the line, right? And I'm not going to move it. Alright, right there is the gap. And then look at that resistance. Pulls back, it makes it support. So it clears and makes that gap support. So you have support at 443.80. Alright, I will be watching 443.80 depending on where we open up. See if the VWAP from today starts to line up with 443.80 or something, and you either get a bounce or a rejection off of that level. Alright? So I'm going to look to take, but again, more so, you know, for me, I'm going to be watching. I just wanted to see without, whatchamacallit, I'm going to be watching this 441.50, 442 level. Okay, listen, if you don't, I would suggest write down your options. Write down the options price so you guys can understand whether you're long or you're short. You know, from where they are at the beginning of the day, you'll start to see, you know, them. You'll start to see and understand the. This is where I'm looking to get to, by the way, 442. I would like to try and get down there if we can. We could just break through this and go higher. The Qs have not made a new high. The SPY has. Keep that in mind. Okay? S&Ps. I already went over this, but I need to write it down for myself. Really nice setup here. Excuse me, 514. Resistance 516. Plain and simple. 516 resistance. And then you have minor support level at 514. With over 50 years of loving kindness, we salute our residents. All right, 514, and then this is the target that we're looking for. Would be 512. Is that 512? Yeah, 512. That's a nice double top there, and I don't think we technically didn't pull into it. It's an area, I understand that. All right, 512. I wouldn't mind getting a pullback down all the way down here to like 511, but 512. 514. Oh my gosh, 512. Let's see. So when we look at these charts, look for that. Okay, 514. So guys, I would watch this level. I'm sorry, 513. Watch for 513 in case it does hold. Okay, so that's the Q. So we have the indexes. All right, let's get right into it. So, thank you guys for joining us again. That's the S&Ps. Again, remember, the Qs have a massive double top here, starting to what looks like a lower high. We don't know yet. We're going to wait. This could break out, obviously. Up there, 547. What is that? 546.62. All right. So, we'll look at Apple real quick, you know, just for anybody that is looking at it. Obvious support and resistance level down here. All right. I'm going to be focused on Tesla today. I do want to cover some of the news real quick, even though the time's going. I got to start coming on a lot earlier. I do. All right. Shit. 1 second. Sorry for cursing. If you guys could, please, I need your help. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. The daily chart. Watch for your daily moving averages. Okay? And if you notice, on both the SPY and the Qs, everybody's talking about it. But we mentioned it a while ago. We tried to draw this ascending wedge that's forming there. Okay? You know, a lot of people are watching this. So don't fight it. You're at the top of the range now. All right? Very easy to see, guys. Very easy to see. Okay? What I'm going to do is make this a 3. We'll make it an orange so we know, hey, This is our wedge. All right, that's our wedge. Bada, bada bing, bada boom. All right, bada bing, bada boom.
Well, China is a real threat. I mean,
China is a real threat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I love the whatchamacallit. You know, they are, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, come on now, to an extent, like, you know, we're also a threat. Like, that's not to say that we aren't a threat. Anyway, sorry, I was talking about CNBC. So, that's the SPY. Put that range on there. We're obviously top side of the range. Lahiru, pleasure to meet you. Hope you're doing well today. I'm ready to kill it. We had a 2 green trades yesterday. Sick day yesterday. So, let's go to Rivian. If you guys have tickers, stocks, throw them in the chat. Update about meme USDT. Give me 1 second. I'll have to look. All right. Rivian, watch that 20-day moving average on your daily chart, okay? Watch the 20-day moving average. You guys can see here, I want to show you guys Rivian. This is on my list, all right? If we start to get a short squeeze, where are you headed? That's what you need to ask yourself. Well, the first level, which is way too high, would be right here at like...
What does that mean for the big 3 automakers?
1550. I wouldn't mind calling it that. That looks like a really nice area at 1550. Anyway, $16 is our resistance level. Okay, you guys can see. Look, support, resistance, 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 support, support, support. Okay, this is the area, and you can see here this flag. I think we need to put it at 1550. All right, so Rivian, I don't think you get there today. I don't think you get there today. Maybe you do. I don't know. But if this thing squeezes, you don't have anything stopping you to get back to that pivot high. Here's what I'm looking for. Oh, you guys can't see it. I got to remember. I'm sorry. So, pivot high here, just like Tesla. You have this pivot high here. What also lines up with that? At 1340, 1350, you have your 20-day moving average. Watch for it. Watch for that 20-day moving average. We're getting ready to get non-farm payrolls here in just a few minutes. So, with Rivian, all right, let's look at the main level we were concerned about was 512 or $12. I'm saying 512 like I'm talking about like I'm talking about the S&Ps. All right. Come on, man. Sorry, it froze up on me a little bit. So today, we're going to watch. I don't know if we're going to get that $12 level, but what I would look for is to see if you make that double top yesterday. That double top from yesterday, if you try to make it resistance. So that's how I'm going to play this. All right, I want to see if we take a test right back. Let me go to a 5-minute because there's not much price action here. Like anything below $12, all right, other than $12, this double top here at 1150, 1160. I'm sorry, from yesterday's open. We don't really need to worry about. All right, you have these pivot highs here at $11.60, but there's no reason to put them on there because we're still above 512. 512. That's it. Keep it simple. Just like the SPY, we have said we're above 507. We hold 507. We're going to be long. Yes, the Qs are putting in a double top, maybe a lower high. Maybe they break through on these non-farm payroll numbers that come out in 10 minutes. Maybe we like and subscribe to help out a little bit. I don't know, but I do know we are above $12. That's the level. We broke it yesterday. We were long. Once we got that delivery of, hey, we don't care about $12. We're going to blast through this thing. That's why we got long yesterday, and it paid. Could have got up to a little over 100% yesterday on that trade. It was a little. You had to be patient. You had to let it give it to you. With a clear stop below 1161. Why is that our stop yesterday? Because this was the prior resistance. We broke through it on what? An increase in volume. Once you break through that, especially a double top, Okay, so that's where our, and look what happened. Where did it get? Where did it wick right down into, trying to shake everybody out? Boom. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Double top yesterday. Do we struggle again today trying to get through that? So that's why I'm bringing up a 5-minute chart. I'm going to watch for like 1280. This, you know, right now you're trying to make it support at 1260. So I'm going to make it a dotted line. This is support. All right. You can see yesterday it broke up, but it was resistance. And I'm going to zoom in for you. I'm just going to leave it a line. So you guys can see, just to clear this up, all right, is that resistance, right? And then look, it breaks above it, support, makes it support, but cannot hold. I want to see if this is our area, and I'm going to put a box there to see if we can get short back down to $12 possibly. I don't know. I would much rather have the 20-day moving average above us. I'm going to let this thing show me what it wants to do. All right, 1280, 1260, and 1280. Or you know, I'm going to just put a box here, you know. If we break out of that level right there, okay, that's going to be where I'm like, all right. So we held it today. You might actually get it. Yeah, I would look for 12, what is that, 1240. If you get a 1240 dip buy, listen, the point of this trade is, no matter what, watch for the 20-day moving average. Thank you, guys. If you guys could, yeah, do us a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're doing a giveaway. All right, we get to 1,000 subscribers, and you're subscribed. I spin the wheel. You get called. I go through a random, whatchamacallit, just to see that you're subscribed, to see if you've liked like some of the latest videos, blah blah blah, and you're in it. We appreciate you. We're here to make some money. All right, we're here to help you. You guys help me. All that fun stuff. And we do trade live right here. So just be prepared when this bell opens. All right. That's that. Watch. I would watch this little pivot low area at 1240 again. Okay. I'd watch 1240. I'm going to make this a dotted line. And I'm looking to see if we can get into the 20-day moving average. That's really my plan here. I'm watching these areas right there. These support and resistance levels. This is just a massive double top there. Look, it's trying to, it may turn it into resistance right now. So keep it simple. Watch for that double top from yesterday. Okay? Watch for the double top from yesterday. And you can see yesterday it's trying to make it resistance. So I don't think you're going to, like, I think it's going to pull back off of that area. But I don't know if you're going to get this full-fledged sell-off to $12. Maybe you do pull back into $12. It is selling off. All right? It is in a downtrend right now. So you don't want to fight that. All right? You're not going to get anywhere with that. So, watch the double top from yesterday. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Let's go right into Tesla. Tesla. So you guys got that, right? 1275 was your double top from yesterday. Look to see if you break through that. Okay. If you break through it, depending on the volume, I would look for a pull. I'm sorry. I would look for a pullback into 1240, 1250. If 1240, 1250 doesn't hold, the next level is $12. You start getting inside that $12 level. You need a low volume pullback. Let's see what the volume is today. You know, I don't know if there's any upgrades, downgrades on it. You got to go do that type of work yourself, or just give me a minute to go through it. But that's ultimately what we're looking for. $12 and that 20-day moving average. Yesterday's close, yesterday's high was a double top. Looks like it's trying to make a resistance. If you break it, look for that to be support. You know, you have from 1280, where the double top is from yesterday, up to 1340. So you're either going to get, I would either get long at 1240, 1280, or $12. Or I'm getting short at 1280, 1240, $12. Not really 12, but those are the levels. 1280, 1240, $12. 20-day moving average is the target to the upside for now. For now. All right, there's bigger levels that are coming up. And the reason I say the 20-day moving average is because look what lines up with the 20-day moving average. You have this pivot low here that lines directly up with it, right? And that's where the last rally, look at that rally, bang, right? That's where that last rally started. And that lines right up with 1336, 1340, right there with the 20-day moving average. All right, that previous pivot low, previous like minor support and resistant area. Okay, so that's that. Tesla, let's go into Tesla. I'm excited about Tesla today. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I might try to trade Tesla today, if it gives it to me. I don't want to just say, hey, I want to trade it because I want to trade it, because, you know, it does look kind of good here. So Tesla showed us, okay, and you got to remember, when Tesla starts a trend, it will usually stick to that trend for quite a while. All right, so it's giving you the bear flag. We've already measured the bear flag. It's taking you to this gap fill down here from last January when we had that reversal to the upside. There's a big gap down there. There's a few gaps to the upside too at all-time highs. So I will be buying Tesla because I still think that there is a potential if they can start making phones, making computers. I don't know why they haven't. Something so simple as starting to make computers and phones could greatly help it out. And call it Tesla. Shit. Non-farm payroll, gang. All right, non-farm payroll. Let's get it. Get it. Like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm ready to kill it today. You guys have no idea. I'm ready to crush it. I told you guys I was going to do really well this week. 4.3%.
Government payrolls 52,000.
Here we are. Non-farm payroll 275. Previously 229. 200,000. 195 forecasted. So above expectations. Way above expectations. Way above. That's volatility. You guys know what unemployment rate 3.9, rising. That's what we want to see. Average hourly earnings 0.1%. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see it green. I don't know. I don't really think they really care about average hourly earnings. They do, but they don't. Year over year, 4.3 for average hourly earnings. Participation rate 62.5, 62.6, right in line, just about. Average weekly hours 34 hours, right in line. Government payroll 52,000. Forecasted 25. Whoa, they doubled that? Is that right? Manufacturing payroll minus 4,000. Oh, snap. That's huge, guys. Manufacturing payroll had just dropped off a cliff. They were expecting 10 to 17,000. Minus 4. If that's correct. Non-farm payroll private 223,000. Previously 177. Consensus 160. 170. Forecasted 223,000. Guys, this should be some volatility. Let's look at the SPY. Let's go look at the Qs or the SPY and see what the market's doing. Because, listen, the market gets volatile when the data doesn't line up. When you have data points that are way all over. How did I know? Because I've been in the market for over 10 years. Okay? I didn't even need to look at the markets to say, hey, this is going to be volatile. Everybody says, why 2022? Why was it such a volatile time? Not because of CPI. Not because of the war. Because the market doesn't know what to price in when they're forecasting and expecting 4% inflation rate this month, and it comes in at 8. And then the next month, okay, we're going to do 7.5, and then it comes in at 9.5, 6.5. The separation between the data points is what causes this type of volatility, and we love it. I love it, so I hope that they keep getting it wrong. Because the market doesn't know what to price in at the end of the day. It'll get the data. It'll think what it wants to do as far as consensus and forecasts, okay? And then when the data comes, it'll price that in prior, and then when it comes out, and it's way off, it's either going to be really good to the upside or really bad to the downside. That non-farm payroll, this right here is actually pretty crazy. Or the manufacturer or non-farm payroll private is way off. Literally 223 expected. Consensus was 160. versus 170. Way off. Unemployment rate 3.9. So that's ticking up, which is good. That's what we want to see. That's what the Fed wants to see. Non-farm payrolls 275 versus 200. That's not good. That's not good. That's not what the Fed wants to see. How's the unemployment rate ticking up when non-farm payroll is ticking up? Over consensus, over forecast, and over last month. 229 expected. Let's get back to the chart. So we got the data. All right. Should be some volatility today. That's my point right there with it backing off. Let's see how we take the data. Let's see if this holds. I don't know if it will. I got to be honest. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, if it were to hold, I think it could because of the unemployment, non-farm payroll rose. Non-farm payrolls rose. That is telling you something different than what the unemployment rate is. If the unemployment rate is 3.9%, previously 3.7, expected 3.7, and it comes in above, right, what we want to see, then why is non-farm payrolls coming in not nearly double, but like 10% over forecast and last month and consensus? You guys see what I'm saying? 275,000 non-farm payroll, 229, call it 230, whatever you want. Consensus was 200 and 195. The U.S. added 275,000 jobs in February, beating the forecast of 200. This isn't good. That's not Gucci, bro. That's not cool. Wait, previously what's going on here? Did I have? Nope, I did have the numbers right. Wow. I don't know, man. You got to see if this move gets taken back, guys. Because you're getting told two different stories here. You're getting told two different stories. All right, let's go into Tesla. I got to be honest. I just don't know if it's going to look at the volume. Unemployment, I think if the market goes up, it's because it likes the unemployment rate, and that's it. And it's not going to listen to the non-farm payrolls. But how can non-farm payroll rise so much and then the unemployment rates rise up? You're getting told two different stories. So the market may not go higher or lower. It may be like, wait, we have CPI on Tuesday. Remember that. CPI on Tuesday. Tesla. Let's get it, gang. Guys, if you could, do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Greatly appreciate it. I need your help. I do. I desperately need your help. I do this for free. All right. No sponsorships, nothing. All right. So, Tesla. 5 minute. No, I want 15-minute chart. All right. So you guys can see here that this was a level of resistance. Now, I hope I didn't mess myself up because this whole area could be, this whole area here could be counted, 185 could be counted as resistance. Let's go to the daily chart real quick. Oh, come on, gang. I know y'all can hit that like button for me. Let's go. Hit that like button, gang. Let's go, cuz. I know y'all can do it. All right, 9 EMA. All right, 9 EMA. I want to see if we get a bounce back up into and reject it. Well, let's see. If we get above 179. 179 or 180, okay? 180, 179. See if we hold that. Hold yesterday's close or pivot high. Yesterday's pivot high.
Unemployment rate's a much better thing to look at. It's a ratio where you don't need to worry quite as much what the population size is. And the fact that that went up means we should be raising our inflation, our recession fears just a little tick. We should be lowering our labor.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so if this level holds, watch out. I don't think you're going to get a pullback to yesterday, but damn. Damn, son, where'd you find that one? I need your help. Just hit the like button for me, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Because what it's going to do is it's going to help someone that wants to be here find us. All right? Subscribe if you haven't already done so. We are doing a giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. All right. You're seeing you're starting to push up into that area. I personally think 185. I'm going to be honest. 185. You're above 182. Now, if you go to the daily chart real quick, you got to watch. I would look for, we're at 182. All right, 182. We're up here. I want to see a pullback into 180 and bounce. Okay, not too much higher because I still want to get short. I think we have a gap fill. This is a low volume bounce, but because of Rivian. Okay, here's the thing. You have to understand sentiment. I've been doing this a long time. Understand the sentiment. And when we start to bounce as well, what's going to happen? You're going to start coming into the 90 EMA, the 20 EMA, or the 20-day moving average, but that 50-day. That 50-day is going to start getting pulled. If we start going up, you're going to start seeing it crank to the downside. Understand what your moving averages are doing in conjunction with your indicators. You guys really got to learn this, and I'm getting that book out this week. I promise. I'm telling you guys, you're going to be able to paint the picture before it does it. That's how they do. That's how algorithms are set. That's how a professional trader pictures what is the probability of this happening here in the future. I draw candles all the time, right? And they've played out. The last one I did with the S&Ps, it played out. Even with Exxon yesterday, it played out. I drew out a candle and said, look for a failed break here on Exxon. So, pullbacks into 180. Yesterday's pivot high. I think we're way past that though. I do. I would watch this level for it to break if it breaks, okay? All right, watch for that level if it breaks on Tesla. Hold on, I'm going to tell you what it is. Just give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 second here. All right. Man, I would really like a test of 180. I would. 182.30. We're going to come in with a big gap up, guys. I need a pullback to 180. I need a pullback. Look at that flat top resistance. We got to make that support. Or I can't trust anything to the upside. All right, I can't trust anything to the upside if that's what's going on here. You do see we already made 190 resistance. You already solidified that as resistance. You know, 180. See, we're above this 181 or 182 level. Okay, we broke it. We broke it. Good deal. Good deal. All right, you guys see why I was like, wait, what's going on here? Looking for this area to become resistance. Write this stuff down. You know, if you do get another bounce, Tesla 182 short.
Steve, I want to ask you a question, and Rick can weigh in too. Gold jumped $25 on this.
Okay, now we need to do the analysis though. I need you guys need to, at least for me, I need to see. I need to see a pullback into that flat top resistance down there at 180. Okay, 180. You guys can see there, we just see that sucks. They're going to take this trade from us. Right into that level. Right into that level. Wait, what is that? Hold on. 183.50? 184? Yeah, 184. I'm sorry. Just know that you have this flat top resistance here. I'm going to make this a 3 because that's your level. All right, that's your level. You got to watch 180. Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. So 184, we went there. Let's see here. All right, so 184. Just give me. Just bear with me. I'm sorry. 185. So time in sales is kind of telling me something different. All right. I think you got to watch for this area. All right. I think we have made 183.50, 184 resistance.
Payroll survey, but even
when they see it's like it's up to what everything up from 183.50 to 185. You guys can see here that this also right here, let me draw the line for you. You guys may not be able to see it. All right. Right there. Can you guys see that? You guys see what I'm talking about here? All right. This pivot low from the earnings, resistance, pivot, pivot high, pivot low. You come down. You know, it's just like, you know, it's funny. It's just funny. All right, so that's it on Tesla. So you got to watch for 180. Does 180 hold? Does 180 hold? All right, you have a massive rejection up at 184. So we know 184 we're short. Look what happened last time you went to 184. Look at that. Bang. And then where did you end? Bang. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't give us that opportunity, but this would be the level, to be completely fair. The level is pretty much on point, but look for that level right here. Might be your second entry, literally at 183. I don't know, though, because now it's stuck back under this level. So we'll see what happens. 184, I'm short. We got to see what happens down at... I would really like to see what happens at 180. All right, so watch 180. All right, let's look at real quick. If you guys could, if you're new here, throw some tickers in the chat for me so we can see, you know, kind of what's going on. Let's look at pounds here. NVIDIA, AMD, stuff like that. All right. Let me go back to Tesla real quick on the daily chart. Let me put in the... Okay, they're way above us. So those things are way above us. I'll do it... Well, I'll have it on my chart anyway. All right, AMD. Do you guys have anything you guys want to look at before the market opens? We're coming closer to the bell opening. So, another rejection up there. That's a 2-day rejection. You know, but you're still holding prior day's close yesterday. Okay, you're holding Wednesday's close yesterday. You held it. You closed above yesterday's close, or Wednesday's close. Sorry. I got a little tongue-tied there. But, let's see. That pivot high, you're trying to make that area support. Man, if we could get a swing trade to the downside on AMD, that would be awesome. You have not made that level of support yet. Anywhere in here, this wedge, you have not made it support on like a 4-hour chart. I think we're coming into it, guys. It may try to shoot up today. All right, shake some people out, and you get a nice rejection up there at 214, 214.50. 215. All right, so damn, this is crazy, bro. This really is insane.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
You got a really nice support level here at 209. It's like, yeah, 210. I'm sorry, 210. 210's a really nice support level, but you're stuck in the box right now, it feels like, with AMD. I would watch 213.50. More so... Man.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year,
I know, it's trying to do that.
really make you wonder
You know what? You have a massive wedge forming here.
why.
A massive wedge. I don't know if I should do it that way.
Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts. 19 hotel brands, 6,000 global destinations.
And I think you're coming to an end right now.
Journalism was always the perfect career for me. There's nothing better than breaking news, jumping on camera and telling everyone immediately what they need to know. Admission definitely definitely feels the tech industry. There's still this air of possibility when a new tech product comes out.
Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. I do. I really do. Massive support there at 209. Really nice support level there at 209. 213. Resistance. I'm just going to keep it simple, guys, and say watch this level right here. Watch 214. I don't want to keep adding lines. Watch 214. You have a little area right here that I would also pay attention to. What is it? It's at like 212.15. 212.15. 211. Just keep an eye on 211 if you turn 211 into resistance, okay? That's going to be a sign that, you know, maybe you're starting to give it up. If we break that and you turn it into resistance, because you turned it into resistance here, it pulled back. And it never really it just went through it, right? Through it. Through it. Support. I guess you could consider that resistance, but that's not it, because it's down here at 211, 297. And then look, through it. Support, but it broke it. Through it. Like it didn't make it resistance other than right there. Support, 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 support. Okay, it breaks down. Goes what? Right back through it. Right back through it. Right back through it. Support, 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 support. So there's no resistance. There's no sellers other than from Wednesday. It may be like, oh, well, who cares? No, it's important. The reason the market goes up and down is so that you have price action. You have buyers and sellers throughout like those ranges. Okay. 211. I'm going to watch 214 and see if we can't break 211 or 2. Hold up, gang. My fault. Do you guys have any tickers you guys want to cover? I think this is the level. I think that's our level we got to watch. I do. I think that's the level we need to watch out for. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to trade this today, but we'll see. AMD, 214. And I would watch also, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm talking about Rivian and Tesla. AMD 214. 214. 214 break. Or I just think, you know, maybe you can't get through that level. It obviously looks a little tough. And yesterday we identified NVIDIA breaking out to new highs, right? AMD isn't. So there's clear weakness on AMD. So we're going to be able to say, hey, if the semiconductors start to pull back, AMD, short, if this continues. Intel, yesterday we almost took damn it. I knew we should have took that long yesterday, guys. I wasn't sure because I had to get through that level, but now I am more certain that I think we got a trade on our hands, folks. I do. At least I think so. Because it's going to be a slow mover, it's going to be a piece of crap. Now you can see Intel's breaking out to new highs. Why? Not new highs, but it's catching up. But why is Intel, NVIDIA, SMCI, I haven't looked at it just yet. Why are they continuing to make new highs, but AMD isn't? So there's obviously clear weakness with AMD. We get a pullback, then AMD is the name that I'm going to look at for the short. All right, Intel, $47 to $46.70 area. You're in the gap. You're in the gap now. The thing is with this, you had bad earnings and now it's like recovered. I don't really understand what's going on with Intel. I really don't. I really don't. Because if the earnings weren't great, usually you'll start to see like that with this massive sell-off that, you know, that the market would start to whatchamacallit, like price in, you know, it's earnings. Plain and simple. Like if it was bad earnings, why is it continuing to make highs and breaking out past that point? You know, maybe it's just going right back to that point. That point because it wasn't that bad. I don't know. I really don't. But what I would look for is to see if you can manage to see it's rejecting up there. I think you gotta watch 4650. You gotta watch 4650. Let's see if we can get like a nice down day on Intel. I would watch that pivot high up there. Yeah, 4650. See, that's not support. Let's see here. Yeah, 4640, okay? 4640 is a level I'm going to watch for Intel. Oh, come on. 4640. All right, guys? All right, so you have resistance there at 45. You know, I don't know. I probably won't be watching Tesla, but I will, or not Tesla, but the semiconductors. You know, you got a little bit of resistance up here pre-market, depending on what the market does. All right, 46.75. You tried to break out. Now let's see if it holds here at 46.70. We'll see what happens. Maybe this thing has a date for highs now. Okay, I was personally see like this. I guess you could consider it's not. I wouldn't consider it one, but like, what are we going to start making the 50-day support now? You have a massive double bottom there, increase in volume. I think we got to buy the pullbacks. I got to be honest. I think we got to buy the pullbacks. That's a really nice bounce off the 100-day, which we were talking about, and I'm sure our box is there. Unless I took it off. I did. Right there. We said, hey, watch for this to start pulling up. Where are we going with Intel? That's the question. Where are we going? What is the target? Obviously, or the most obvious point is 45. You're above that. We're above 45 on Intel. Okay. But you have... man. You don't really have anything stopping you until 52.50. Yeah, 52.50. Support. You know...
Acumen Pharmaceutical presents Sarbititug Fluid Biomarker and Targeted Engagement Analysis.
I would...
Phase 1
let's see.
Study.
I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this, but 47.57. Let's move on. Forget Intel. I want to look at XOM real quick, see where she's at. So we were watching energy names because, you know, we just were. Like, we watch everything. So this is what looks to be like, you know, it's hanging out up at highs. You have a little bit of a head and shoulders here. Inverse head and shoulders. Okay, you have your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. Okay, and now it's broken out. Are we going to get a pullback and make this area support at 106? That's what I was looking for yesterday. All right, I took that trade off. All right, and look, we're at 106. So we haven't really moved, I figured. All right, we haven't really moved, so...
I thought the report was pretty decent. I mean, obviously the first time we see a report, we know it's going to be revised.
Sorry, guys. All right, so Exxon, you know, look at other names that, like, not just because I bring up Exxon, you know, it doesn't mean you have to look at Exxon. You don't have to look at energy at all. But I want to see, though, if we can just pull back to the 200-day moving average and put in like a pivot low, bang, like pull back, you know, and it's still holding technically. Technically, it's still holding the highs, right? It made 106.25 support, that double top, triple top here. All right, it rallies. All right, double bottoms right around at it. It's breaking. Let's see if it holds this level. I would watch for 107.25, 107 to continue to be support. Okay? That's just my opinion. All right. So that's Exxon. What is the target? That's a good question. What is the target? Could you guys do me a big favor? Hit the like button, subscribe. I know we can get to 20 likes. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten 20 likes on anything. So with your help, that would be awesome. All right, I'm here to help you guys. You guys are here to help me. I'm trying to build something here, and I need your guys' help. I do. I really do. You know, let's see. So you have some like real resistance up here at 108 on Exxon. Just keep an eye on that. You have some minor resistance up there. It's like the middleman. So if you reclaim 108, watch out. You know, you could start to, it's a little, we'll see what happens up there. 108. All right, let's look at Oxy real quick just to see where she's at. And I want to run into the news of the day real quick. We went through Rivian. I got to go over Palantir. Look at this consolidation on Oxy on the 200-day moving average. Holy cow. Oxy might start to break out, you guys. We might start getting a second leg to the ups. And it looks a little bearish. My bad. It looks a little bearish.
That's what they always said. George was very talented. I miss him. Died way too young. Friday, TGIF. We'll see you Monday.
Real quick, guys. I am going to make a cup of coffee, but you know, not right this second, but. All right. So see if Oxy continues to hold here. And if it can start to break out. But it looks like you turn this level into resistance. Right here. Looks like you turn that into resistance again. So see if it pulls back today. See if energy pulls back. I'm kind of curious. You can see it flattening out. Is it going to go higher or is it going to go lower? Keep an eye on the dollar real quick. If you guys don't know, shit, I got to look at Coinbase and everything. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. Dixie. Oh, she broke down through the pennant. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. All right, look for the dollar to get back down to 100. 99.95. BTC USD. BTC USD. Like, share, subscribe. All right. You are in for the drawing for the grand prize of 1,000 subscribers. If you're subscribed, when we get there and I spin the wheel and your name comes up, you're going to win the prize, bro. I'm just playing. I'm talking to myself. Damn. This is crazy. All right. You're holding. You're holding. Bitcoin's holding. Gotta watch 67 or 680. 68,000, gang. 68,000. 68,000. 70, 71, 79, 69. $62,000 sold. All right. No. Okay. I just want to see if anything is going on.
Dare I say Goldilocks? No, I was going to say perfect. Yeah. It's funny because you're still strong.
Let's see here, guys. Cost, as in Costco. Okay, Costco. Costco, fill out a bid. All right, Costco. It's got some support. Got some support down here, 750. 750. All right, watch for 750. Let's go to the daily chart real quick. Daily chart real quick. I need to get some coffee. I got a little sleep last night. Can't you tell? Can't you tell?
Having consistent growth, a lot of people getting jobs, not being inflationary. If anyone's ever listened,
yeah, Costco guys, I would watch 740. Like that's the area. You know, if you start to break that,